What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just want to talk to y'all for a little bit before I start the video. Just let you know what we got going on. I'm in the shop right now. I got to mess with the 67 a little bit. Now that we're racing in the heat of the summer like we are, it ain't making the power it was making back in the winter. And I think I got the front end a little too tight. It ain't running as consistent as it normally does. I can kind of feel it chatter in the tires when it leaves, but don't really make a whole lot of sense because it was doing that when I put these Mickey Thompsons on. They were brand new. They were chattering when it left most of the time. But it was toting the wheels waist high most of the time too. But now it's not doing that, and I feel like it's not transferring the weight like it needs to, and it's just not the same every pass. So it's still running good enough to win. I just like it to be better, be like it was before. So I'm gonna loosen the front shocks on it right now, and in about 2 weeks we'll be going to Etheridge Motorsports Park for race number 3 of the bracket series I'm racing in, and see what it does. We'll be there on Friday night because they're having a shootout on Friday night, so we're gonna loosen the shocks and see what it does. If I still ain't happy with it, probably gonna bring the RPM up on the launch because I ain't leaving but at 3,000. Maybe bring it up some, see if it'll make it leave harder. But that's what I'm gonna do right now. The 70, I don't know if I've said anything. I know I posted it on Facebook and stuff, but we had a buddy of mine come over and to set the front end up, check the toe end and all that, and the caster and camber, and it was like way off and couldn't get it where we wanted it. So we just decided we're gonna change the bushings and ball joints and see if that does anything. We don't know if it will. If it don't, we're gonna probably put new A-arms on it. So it's been sitting on the jack stands, the front end has, for probably almost a month now because we've been waiting on bushings. I finally got the bushings yesterday, so we're gonna take the A-arms to my uncle's. He's got a press. We're gonna press the old ones out and press the new ones in, get the ball joints put in, and probably put it back together this week and maybe take it to the track next weekend, or actually probably August 7th, probably when we'll try and take it to I-22, because next weekend's the race I was just talking about. So yep, I'll show y'all video of it. That's the way she is right now with the front end tore apart. So I got the A-arm and stuff in the back of the truck. I'm gonna take them over to Akers and use this press. But 67 is sitting here. Like I said, I'm gonna loosen the front end up some. I got it really tight. I got double adjustables on it, and I got the extension on 9 and the compression on 7, and I really don't know how loose it needs to be to maybe make it work better than it is right now. I'm probably gonna take 2 or 3 clicks out of the extension. I don't even know if I'm gonna touch the compression or not. We'll see. And like I said, if that don't make me happy, if I'm not happy with what that does, then I'm gonna bring the RPM up on the launch. And then we get back down into probably September, I'm probably gonna have to tighten it back up, because then it's gonna be making that power it was making at the beginning of this year and the end of last year. And I believe when I put new back tires on it, I'm gonna go with a bigger tire, which I have had a bigger tire on it, and it seemed to not shatter the tires when I had that bigger tire on it, which these are 32 14.5s, and I believe I'm gonna put a 33 15 on it, which is what I had on it about 2 years ago, and it done really good. After the accident I had last year we went back with the 32-14.5, and I kind of wish I wouldn't have, which I've done really good with them. But the car's it chatters the tires when it leaves every time, just about. It's got double adjustables on the back too. I tightened up the extension on the back to maybe try and make it stay planted longer after it leaves. The compression is loose, so it'll squat easy. But I don't know. I'm just gonna loosen the front end up and see what it does. But I've been racing a few times over the last month. For the month of, it's July now, so the month of June, I raced a good bit. We went to Jackson, Tennessee twice, or 3 times maybe. I think it was twice actually. Yeah, twice. And first time I went, I was by myself, and I had trans brake problems. The wires kept pulling out every time I turned into the burnout box. It's a pretty sharp turn from stage into the burnout box, and the wires are pulling out. I made my 3 time trial passes and it didn't do it. And then that first round, I pulled the burnout box and I didn't even know it. And I got on trans brake and went to the floor with it, and the sucker jumped through the lights, and I didn't know what happened. And I figured out the wires had pulled out, and I had some butts and wire and stuff in the trailer, connectors and stuff, and I wired it back up, tried giving it some slack where it wouldn't pull out when I turned that sharp. Went there, I bought back in, went there for second round, and it done it again. And I saw it this time. It pulled out when I turned. It pulled out, and I saw it, so I had to foot brake it. And I ain't never been good at foot braking. That's the reason I don't foot brake. And that didn't go over too well. So I come back. I don't like to give up, so I tried wiring it up again, redoing it, and I gave it more slack. And I sat there and turned the wheel back and forth trying to make sure it wasn't going to pull out, and it didn't. So I went and bought back in again, had to dial it off the last full pass I made, which is, at that time, was like 3-4 hours ago, or maybe not that long, but the sun was down. Now it was cooler, all that. So I had to dial it off of the last pass I made, full pass I made. So I went and bought back in, dialed it. It did good. I won 3rd round. Come back, and I think I got beat 4th round. Yeah, I had to run dead on to 0 to win by 1,000. I broke out, but I was going to have to run dead on to 0 to win. And so that ended that weekend. And then the next weekend, we went back to Jackson, and my wife Jessica came, and so she recorded my passes, and that's the video y'all are going to see, which I didn't do. We didn't win, so, but y'all see what happened. But I believe the next weekend I went to Etheridge, which is used to be called US 43. They just changed it last year to Etheridge. It's Etheridge, Tennessee, Etheridge Motorsports Park. And they had a July the 4th race, which I worked Saturday. It was a Saturday and Sunday race. So I went Sunday. I got up Sunday morning and went. It was me and my little cousin. He went with me. So I had nobody to record anything, but I didn't do no good, really. I think I went out 3rd round. I went 496 red. And I was cutting good lights throughout the day, and the car was doing good enough to win. I felt like I made a mistake 2nd round. I had a dude killed on a tree. I was 0-2, he was 16. Got down there, I was coming by him, I thought, and I lifted like way too much. I killed like 4 miles an hour and actually didn't even get in front. I was like, I got beat like by 7 thousandths, and I ran like a 97 on a 95 or 94 and killed 4 miles an hour. I had plenty room. I just killed way too much and didn't even get around him. He was like a 620 car. I didn't even get around him. I would have stayed in it. If I looked at my split time, my 3:30 and stuff, if I would have stayed in it, I wouldn't even have been. I think I would have run a number off my dial in, so I could have stayed in it and been fine. but yeah, this video you're about to watch, that's when we went to Jackson a couple weeks ago. So I hope y'all enjoy that.